Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel for another LEGO build. So obviously I built this awesome final battle set from Spider-Man Far From Home, No Way Home. I always get those mixed up for some reason. And I said that I had purchased the expansion pack. I just had a few projects that I wanted to get through first, but finally we're going to be adding Sandman and the Lizard to this set. And I wanted to talk a little bit about like expansion packs and like how I think Lego actually should do more of this, in my opinion, but I know that that's not going to be everybody's cup of tea. So basically this set is completely an add-on. You can buy this set separately or this set separately, and you still have like the play set, but then you can combine them. And if you're not willing to spend $150 on them at one time, you can spend 110 or 120 on this, 140 on this one, and build them separately. So obviously it is still pricey, but I like that you have the potential to add to it. And I said the same thing during like the post office for the Winter Village. The post office truck for the Winter Village, that I really liked that there was a set that went with a bigger one, so you could buy it separately, you could combine them, you could put it as an Easter egg somewhere in the city. I like the idea of not just the modular sets, having smaller sets that can combine with them, and with the gift with purchases, like the Avengers Tower came with the taxi, and stuff like that. I love when they do smaller or medium-sized sets that correspond with something else and they match, and it's almost like a little theme. And that's sort of what Star Wars tries to do, which is, everything this year is going to be the Battle of Hoth. So you'll have an AT-AT, an AT-ST. It was the Snowtrooper Battle Pack, and then the Hoth Rebel Battle Pack. But then, they didn't do a bigger building, so I feel like I would like to see Lego, rather than keep recycling the same sets every few years. We have a new Hall of Armor from Iron Man coming out. Oh boy, that's number, 4 or 5? Rather than just constantly recycling these ideas for sets that we don't need, maybe just commit once in a while, like, oh hey, we're going to make a whole Spider-Man scene, or we're going to make even all the battle scenes right now. Like, Marvel's actually in one of the better spots, I think, for Lego, if you don't count all of the horribly priced sets, specifically the X-Men jet, and the Red Hulk fight, which I built both of them recently and talked about their really massive shortcomings. Apparently the Civil War battle scene is actually not very liked, but I'm sure we'll build that on here eventually and talk about that. But yeah, so this is basically, if you're wondering which one this is Spider-Man vs. Sandman, the final battle. It retails for about $40, and it has 347 pieces. This is also your way to get Lizard. You can also, of course, get Electro and Spider-Man, Tom Holland version, and of course the buildable Sandman. So definitely a really cool set. This would, I believe, stand on its own at least a little bit as like a cool display if you're not ready or willing to buy the entirety of it. This is still looking like a pretty cool small set, but I'm excited to see if I like it with or without. I'll have obviously pictures posted on Instagram of the before version, the after version, to see which one you guys actually prefer. But yeah, I'm excited. I know this year is a lot of comic stuff. I'm obviously in comic zone right now, but I do have a lot of other projects that I'm kind of just like eyeballing right now, and codings and everything like that. It's tough to have a collection this size and a city of this size, and what do I do? Do I work on another street block? Do I work on this? I'm excited to kind of take like a few weeks off from the city essentially and just kind of let it there. And the Tudor house, I'm actually still waiting on the light kit. I believe it's supposed to be here this week, so I'm hoping that happens. And I like to correlate what I'm building with what I'm doing like in my own life outside of here. And comic books with Marvel and DC are kind of what I'm really hitting hard in terms of my collection, so that's why you saw a lot of that so far this year, and I have plenty of sets still to continue. So I'm going to try and break them up a little bit too going forward. Part 2 of the Pacific Rim set I will be building in the next couple videos, so that's going to be pretty cool. And then of course some DC, and then this lighting kit, and I have a couple other ideas for the Lego City, or at least stuff that's corresponding to it. I'll also most likely be taking down the Winter Village here pretty soon and making way for a brand new theme to the Lego City. So all of that stuff is going to be coming soon, so bear with me if you guys are here for a specific theme. Don't worry, I have tons of stuff coming. It just, I got to get through my little niche builds quick. So yeah, I'm excited. So let's check out Sandman and the Lizard, guys. to discuss this, like the actual set here first, and then I'm going to be adding it to the larger one in the background, but I figured, you know what, it's better to talk about this set in particular rather than just skipping ahead and kind of combining both of them, especially since this is your way to get Lizard. Now, Lizard is one of my absolute favorite characters from Marvel. Well, at least from Spider-Man's Rogue Gallery. He is fantastic. Also, yes, sorry, I have a nasty cut on my finger. My cat, who's staring at me right now, decided to claw my hand by jumping up in the middle of the night, so that was unfortunate. So that's been lovely to deal with. But yeah, so now I don't want to call it a controversy, but the big debate here is, should Lizard have been a big fig or a small one? I hope that they do a big one eventually, just because depending on the depiction of the Lizard, size-wise, he definitely could get the big fig treatment. But overall, it does look really solid. I think they did a really nice job with the torso print, some claws on the bottom, and of course that tail, which is an extra piece. Electro, I won't spend too much time on, given that he is the exact same one as the other set, so this one's just going to be going in the minifigure display for now, but he definitely looks really, really solid, just like in the other one. And then Spider-Man is just kind of doing his thing here, getting grabbed by Cain Marko. So overall, looks really nice. This is where Lizard is meant to be coming through of Doctor Strange's portal. We, of course, have a web off of one of the crane pieces back here. We have some scaffolding and a fire extinguisher just getting beaten down. And, of course, Sandman is the big one. You can adjust his fingers, the actual arms, depending on what you want. I have Spider-Man just kind of, like, stuck in the hand for now. I think that that's going to be the best way to do it. But overall, relatively simple build, but the minifigure selection and the actual display are really nice. Again, I could definitely see people just putting this on their shelf just like this, and then having the next piece separate, but here's what it looks like. Obviously, we don't have, Lizard and stuff in there, but if we were to just put this on there, get rid of Spider-Man from the back side, that's what this piece would essentially look like. And then you can throw Electro basically anywhere. I think Electro is a little bit of the odd man out here, just because you would have to essentially sit him like on Sandman or have him attached up here. I think it's a little odd. Like, it works, but overall, like, now you just have an extra Electro. So I like everything, essentially, but Electro kind of being in this set. I don't think they entirely needed him, but for the price point, I think people would be disappointed if they didn't. And, if you didn't spend $120 or whatever it is for the other one, at least now you have Electro. So those are just kind of my thoughts on the process. Like, Electro doesn't really, like, fit display-wise, unless you did something up here, but then it obstructs it. But, yeah, hey, that's everyone's thing. Everyone can obviously customize their own builds and do whatever with it. So, now let's take a look at what this is going to look like combined with this set. Now, I'll just sit them next to each other real quick so we can take a quick peek of the before and after. I'll be posting pictures on Instagram, of course, of the before and after as well if you want a closer look. But here we are. Now let's take a look at what they're going to look like together. Alright, well, I'm definitely on the side of things that much prefers it with Sandman and the crew attached to it. We kept, for the most part, a lot of the minifigures in the same spot. Still have Green Goblin and Doc Ock on the front here with a couple little generators. We have MJ, and of course, Peter's best friend. I am surprised that they didn't give him a cape or something. No, I guess I'm not. Never mind. Before I dig into why Ned doesn't have his cape, but whatever. I do have Spider-Man kind of hanging off of this here. And I really do like that, like, it adds a little bit of depth, and it looks like he's actually just hanging on by the little web while he's shooting up at Sandman. We do have Lizard jumping through the portal up here. And speaking of portals, excuse me, we do have another Spider-Man, of course, ready to defend Doctor Strange here with the box and his portal. And then on the back half, we have Spider-Man number 3 going in to, looks like he's about to rock Sandman's head a little bit. I think it looks awesome. There is definitely a lot going on, but it looks fantastic. And I almost forgot Electro. I do have him kind of just sitting up top. Again, he is the odd man to try and position. The instructions are garbage for how to actually attach these guys, so what I ended up doing was adding a couple 1x1s just to the bottom of him to give him a little bit more height. This doesn't look great, but it's going to be in the background. I took one of the like pipe pieces from the Technic set, or from the original set, the little Technic pieces, put them here, the little L joint, and just extended it that way. So that's the way I did it. Again, the instructions are pretty much useless, but it happens, I guess, sometimes. But yeah, that's going to do it for this update, guys. Let me know what you think of, like, expansion packs, and if you purchased these, like, together or separately, if you like it with or without, whatever. I really do like them together. I think it looks fantastic, and, you know, I've said many times that I think little add-on Lego pieces or sets like expansion packs, and just keeping that theme for, like, a little, even if it's just, like, 1/4 of a year, I think it's a really nice move, and I think Lego should definitely keep doing it. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It all helps out as always. Thank you all for so much for this tremendous support already through this year. The channel's been doing great. Instagram's been doing fantastic. We're well over 3K subs, or I should say followers in there as well. So definitely follow me there if you guys are interested in checking out all the Lego projects and just talking to me and joining our community here. Head to my affiliate link in the description below if you guys are interested in picking up some Lego lighting kits from Lighttailing and Brixmax. Helps support the channel, and you guys get to join the Lego journey of lighting, because it is fantastic, and, you know, I gotta bring it up. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Thanks again so much, and I'll see you next time. Happy building, everybody.